Welcome to our channel AI Future Craft. Today we are going to talk about stable diffusion. Let's talk about what is stable diffusion. Stable diffusion is a deep learning text to image model released in the 2022 based on the diffusion technique. It's a generative AI tool where we have to provide the prompt and as the output will receive the nice image for you. Along with the image generation, it also have the feature like the inpainting, outpainting and image to image translation. Along with that, we can also have the plugin for the video generation. So we'll go in deep in Drive later on, but before that we can just quickly talk about the hardware requirement for a stable diffusion. If you really want to play with the stable diffusion, we require the nice graphic cards from the Nvidia. So VRAM side, we require at least 6.9 GB, but my recommendation to go with the 8 GB of VRAM. And graphic card side, you can go with the RTX 4060. Hard drive side, we can go with the 10 GB as a minimum requirement, but my recommendation to go with the 50 GB as we have to install multiple model from the Hugging Face. And from memory side, we can go with the 8 GB, but again recommendation to go with the 16 GB of RAM. Now let's talk about how to configure the stable diffusion on local window machine. So there are two options. So one, we can go with the AUTOMATIC1111 or we can go with the webui easy installer. If you are going with the webui easy installer, we have the one exe we have to download from this particular URL and just double click on the exe. It will do all the stuff like the pattern installation, git installation for you. In this demo, I will go with the manual configuration with the AUTOMATIC1111. So for that, we have to download the pattern 3.7 plus, or we can go with the latest version as well. Then you can go with the git. Then after git configuration, we have to download a code from the repository. So let's quickly download the pattern and git and configure on the local machine. To download the pattern, we have to go with the pattern.org and you can download the pattern 1.10. So depending on the OS, we can go with the 32-bit or 64-bit. So I'm going with 64-bit. So I have already downloaded the 64-bit of pattern on my download folder. So I will just double click and see. And then you can download the git from the gitcms.com. So here you can download the git. Both software I have downloaded, so I can just double click on the pattern to install. Here you can see I'm getting the option to modify and repair and uninstall because already configure the pattern on my machine. But for you, we will just get the install option along with the checkbox to install and configure the path environment variable. Just make sure we click on the environment variable path as well, so that pattern is available for you. So I'm cancelling it for now. Once we done with the pattern, similar line we have to click on the git for the git configuration. After the git, we have to go on the automatic stable diffusion 11 web URL from GitHub and download the code. So now again we have two options. Either we can clone the code with the git or you can just click on the download the zip. So I have clicked on the download the zip to download it on my local machine. So I have downloaded the zip file here. I have to unzip on my local drive. You can select your drive where we want to install the stable diffusion. Just make sure the drive has the capacity around 50 GB. So I have configured on the D drive. So after unzip, you can see the folder is available here. You can go inside, you can see multiple folder available. So we have to go down the line. Here you can see the webui-user.bat file is available. We just need to click on this particular file. First time it might take a longer time, around 30 minutes plus. It will download the multiple package and model from the pattern as well as from Hugging Face. So just give a time around half an hour or 45 minutes depending on the bandwidth. Then after, you can see it downloaded all the software. Then it will start on the local host and port number 7860. So I'm just going to open the port number 7860 to see the how the output looking. So here you can see a stable diffusion is ready on my local machine, and this is available on port number 7860, and there are multiple options available here. So top, you can see there are multiple models available from the stable diffusion. So we can download this package from the Hugging Face. There are multiple nice model available on the webui-user.bat. So here you can see and select your model. For example, this one is quite a nice model. You can see that this menu of download. You can go inside, you can see the prompt, how you can write the prompt. First we have to download the package from here, and we have to place on the specific folder. So after download, where you have to place, we can go inside and you can see the model folder. Inside the model folder, we have the stable diffusion folder. Here we have to place the package that we download from either from the Hugging Face, or we can download from the webui-user.com. It's also give the example how to write the prompt. For example, if you click on this image, you will see the prompt. So this is the prompt example that you can use for generate the same image. So that's how you can see multiple package I have downloaded. But for you, right, if you not downloaded the additional package, you can see the few package here only by default. Then down the line here, you can see multiple options we have, like the sampling size. We can give the sampling size 20 or 25. So what it will do, it will create the multiple sample and finally produce the output. So ideally you can keep 20 or 25. And here you can see the image size. So what size of image you want to produce. Then we can give the batch size. So let's start with the default. I'm putting some of the prompt here to generate a girl image. I have clicked on the generate. It will take few time to generate. Here you can see it being generated. So one girl got generated with a nice image. Again, down the line, you can see the restore face image. Once you click on that, right, so if your face is coming ugly, then you can click on this particular checkbox and generate again. You'll get a better face. Again, it will take a few seconds to generate. Now this time you can see probably we'll get a nicer image as well. You can see the face is a little bit better now this time. So similar line, we have the batch as well. We can give the more batch option. Like for example, you can give the 4 batch option. So what it will do, it will give the 4 variation in the 2 different batch size of the same image. So let's try with the same. It will take, once we increase the size of the batch, it will take longer time. So once we click on this one, so here you can see, right, I started with the 4 batch and 2 batch size to get the different image of the same girl in a different direction. So we can play with the batch size and you can choose image as per your needs. So now probably it will able to complete in couple of the seconds. Then you can see the output. Yes, almost completed. So it will be rendering in the second. Yeah, here you can see the 8 different variation we have received. You can use whatever image you are looking for. For example, this is looking better, right? So we want you to use this particular image. You can just click on the save and then you can download the image. Then you can use the way we want to use. Let's try with a different flower image. So I have already run for you to save the time. Here I've tried with the close-up orange poppy flower. So with the again in the batch side to see the different flower option. So again you can see the different option available here. You can use as per your need. This is the way we can generate a different type of image just by putting the prompt on the prompt command. And down the line, you can see we have the negative prompt. For example, we are getting the ugly face of the image, right? Then you can give the any negative prompt, like don't want the ugly face out of the frame, then those kind of prompt you can provide. Along with that, we have other feature like inpainting, where we can just upload with the existing image and you can get the other detail and you can play with. So we are not going detail in this particular video because the size of the video will become very large. Similar time, we have the other feature like the chat talker, so that we can talk about the next upcoming video, deform, text to video, and some other nice feature we have with the stable diffusion. So before concluding, let's just talk about the important link and the feature of the stable diffusion. So let's move on the deck once again. So these are the simple stable diffusion prompt I provided. Just we try with the orange poppy flower we have just gone through, and also try with the cartoon girls. So you can try with the other one as well, and with the your prompt as well. Like we talked about the negative prompts, so these are the negative prompt. We can try to make the better quality of your image. Like we don't want to out of the frame, croppy, low quality image. So the ugly image you don't want, just we prompt and put on the negative prompt so that the image quality become better. These are the important links we can use. For example, downloaded models, we can go with the sweetize.com. Lots of models available and you can download and play. Like you want to create the cartoon, you want to create the animal image, so we have to download the package from the either Hugging Face, or you can go this particular website. Similar line, if you don't have the hardware or machine available, you just want to try with the stable diffusion, then you can go with the replicate.com, which is particular URL where the stable diffusion is available. We just play around with the prompt, just put the prompt, it will able to generate image for you. But we don't have the other facility, like you wanted to have your own package or your own model from the Hugging Face, will not able to configure here. Default model we can try with the creating few images with this particular URL. For example, you wanted to customize something, right? But again, we don't have the hardware. You can go with the Google Colab. This is the URL. Just with double click on the URL, click on the URL and configure your Google Colab, and it will able to run unconfigured stable diffusion on the Google free of cost. If you want to add some plugin on the Photoshop, you can go with this particular URL and just browse through. Similar line, you want to go detailed feature of the stable diffusion, you can go with this particular wiki page. So with that, we are concluding our video today. Thank you for watching today. Thanks a lot. Please like, subscribe and comment and provide your comments. Thanks a lot.